So again, welcome everyone to our another Odilo user training, and I would like to thank everyone, like the presence of the librarians and the end users may be here in this morning. Thank you for your presence, and yeah, so I'll be discussing the Odilo in a bigger perspective. So we call it unlimited learning ecosystem. So in this platform, you can access different type of contents such as ebooks, audiobooks, and many more. So on this platform as well, you can access what we call learning experience. It's another platform that would enable you to learn additional things, like specific things like personal development, like health and wellness. So you can access it in one platform. So we call it unlimited learning ecosystem. Okay. All right. So for our agenda this morning, we'll be focusing on the content platform. This agenda is actually based on the desktop format, but we will be doing a different way. We will be having it in through the mobile app or to the application of Odilo. And then learning experience, we will be also touching that. And then later on is the online quiz. Okay, so for the creation of Odilo account, you have to be reminded of our link. It is simply as pnm.odilo.us, and there will be a sign up button at the top right corner of the page where you can create your Odilo account. So you need just to enter your user ID, your full name, your password, and your email. And then after completing those information, you will be receiving a confirmation email from Odilo, and then you can now access the platform. Okay, so to log in, this time to log in your account. So once you've created your account, you just need to simply click login. It is very important. I just want to highlight this thing that we need to create our own account so we can maximize all of the resources available in the platform. Okay, so you just need to click login, still at the top right corner of the page, and you have to enter your credentials. All right. So for the borrowing resources, so a user can actually borrow up to 3 titles or 3 resources simultaneously, and you can use it up to 21 days. Okay, so that's the current allowance of each of the users. You have 3 resources or 3 titles, and you can use it up to 21 days. Okay, I would like to just request to everyone to please mute the microphones so we can have a continuous session. Okay, thank you. All right, so we've this Peter mentioned this morning earlier that we have this what's new. So what's new with our platform is our newspaper and magazines. So we'll be more focusing on the content, what we currently have right now, and what we have something new in the platform. So first is the newspaper. So we've currently have 1 newspaper uploaded to our platform, and magazines. About 19 to 20 magazines are now in the platform. So when we borrow our magazines, we have only 3 hours allowance. And same with the newspaper, we have only 3 hours allowance of reading these titles. So if we need additional or time to view or to read these resources, we can borrow the same resource again.
Bagus kalau dia punya duit.
Okay. Let me just.
Yeah, please. Please mute them. Yeah. Can you mute yourself, everyone? Yeah. Okay. I think we are good. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So let me just continue my PowerPoint. So again, so all of your questions will be answered later on, so after maybe of this presentation and after we done the online demo. So newspaper 3 hours, magazines is 3 hours per title. Okay, this is per title. So again, we have one newspaper, the Washington Post, and the magazines. We have like 19 to 20 magazines uploaded now in the platform. Okay. So with the Odilo app, this is just a screenshot of what we currently have in the mobile phones. But later we'll be discussing more of this, and we'll be using the platform using the application. Okay, for the learning experience, we have what we call book club. Okay, so aside from the contents that we can access with the platform, we have ebooks, we have audiobooks, we have these magazines. We have another platform which is connected as well with the Odilo or the content library. Call it I would like to request everyone to please mute your microphones. Thank you. Okay. I'm gonna share again my screen. Okay, so again, we have this learning experience or book club platform. Okay, and we have this different topics included now in the platform. We have personal development, which actually the culinary and diet, we replace it with health and wellness and business entrepreneurship. Okay. So next is, okay, again, this is the learn experience platform or the book club. You just need to click the follow like this. In this screenshot, you just need to click follow button to join on this book club rooms. Okay, so currently we have 3 topics. We only have like 3 topics: personal development, health and wellness, and business and economics. Okay, this is an example of the inside of the virtual book club, the health and wellness. Okay, so there are titles included that you can read on. As I've said earlier, this book club is a big help for everyone, for every readers, to learn something new, to learn something that will aid their personal needs. Like for example, this health and wellness, we've handpicked titles for you to read on, like if you're looking for the diet thing, body weight issues, and it's more of the more centered titles in specific topics. Okay, so later at the end of this session, we will be having a quiz. Okay, for the quiz, we will be using the Menti. I'll be flashing the code, and then I'm gonna wait for you to join on this session or on this quiz, and then you have to answer very quickly. So we'll be having like top 10 gamers. The Menti will calculate top 10 gamers, and yeah, and then we'll be picking up to 5, or yeah, depends on Peter's decision. So we'll be giving 5 to 10 winners of this online quiz. Okay, so this time I'll be stopping the share screen on my side. I'll be having this another platform, I mean another device for you to show how it can be used using our mobile application. Okay, so again, I would like to request everyone to please mute your microphones. Okay, so to avoid some noise in the background. Okay, thank you so much. All right, so let's turn on to our another using the application. Okay, so I'll be sharing my screen now. My another screen, my another device. Okay, so this is a view from an iPad. So it is very similar as well when we use our mobile applications. Okay, so this time, so I already downloaded the application, the mobile app. So we call it Odilo at U-Pustaka. Okay, that is the name of our Odilo mobile app dedicated for PNM alone. Okay, so this also the app that you need to use to your devices. So you can bring it along with you whenever you are out. And if you want to install it on your devices, on your iPad or maybe on your mobile phones, this works on the Google Play and the App Store. So this is the app. Okay. So first is you have to have your account. Okay. So earlier I discussed that it is very important for you to have your account. So number one is to click sign up. So for those who doesn't have yet the account, you just need to fill up. Let me just go back, click sign up. And then there's a user ID here, the full name, the password, password verification, email, and then after completing that information, you just need to tick this box and click submit. Okay? So the other one is for those who already have the account. Okay? And you wanted to just use the platform using the mobile app. So what you just need to do is to enter your existing user ID. Okay, let me just get my user ID here. Okay. Okay. Then I have read the terms and conditions, save password. And then click login. Oops. My password is wrong. Okay, let me just double check the password. Oops. Let me just quickly unshare my screen. Having trouble logging in. So while I'm figuring it out, maybe you can install on your side your mobile app, like on your phone. Okay, sharing again. So this is our Odilo application. Okay. So you can rate the application whenever you comes in with, whenever you come log in. Okay, so first is, this is what we call, the platform is very easy to use, just like the other platforms that we are currently using. Like everyone knows how to use the Facebook or any other mobile applications. And what we are trying to focus this morning is the contents that we can access, or the what's new. So earlier we've discussed that we have newspaper. So I just want to show you, these are the list of the newspapers. It will be included in one of the carousel, the first carousels that you can see in the platform. So we have, first I included the one of the newspaper titles here, the Washington Post, and the rest are the magazines. So we have Wired magazine, Time magazine, okay, New Scientist magazine, Newsweek, Discover, BBC Focus, National Geographic, and many more. Okay, so this is our new, and this is what we can access within the platform. Additionally,
Let me emphasize a little bit
okay,
more. Okay. The reason we are putting up magazines and newspaper, the newspaper is something extra, no? So we have 20 magazines here. Okay. So the main reason that we are putting up magazines on the top, okay, to give to let everybody to really have a look, is that because now the situation, the world situation is getting, you know, a bit difficult, right? I would say, put it this way, because we now have the war between Russia and Ukraine, right? That actually affected many things, like the economics, right? You know, the currency, you know, everything is being affected seriously. So that's why we want to put this as the an alert, right? A kind of awareness and alert to every one of us in Malaysia, even though we are still very far away, okay, from the war zone. But eventually we are already affected, you know, because the US is also, because of the war of this war, that they are having serious recession. Is going to be affect us the same, right? Our things are getting more and more expensive, right? So we have to be aware. Also the petrol, right? Even though petrol is not really affected in Malaysia, but it is again that something we need to really have a pay attention with. Okay, so that's why we want the magazines and news to be on the top of our carousel, to make sure everybody have a look about what is happening. Yeah. Okay,
hey Peter. So thank you for the additional information. So the reason why we added this newspaper and magazines. So the next one is, the next carousel we'll be talking about is the comics. So I guess everyone is also fond of reading this little books, like we have this colorful images and fiction titles. So we'd also have created this carousel for the comics. So currently, this is what we have right now. Like we have this fetch, and this is a combination of audiobook and this yeah, like for example, this one, this comics, and then there's another type of resource which comes in as well with the comics, is with the audiobook. Okay, so you can, I would really suggest everyone to dig in deep with the platform, not just only focus on what you are seeing on our carousel. So there's a lot, as we have said, there's 20,000. So there's a lot of this, and This is just one of the second one that is new with the platform. So also for the children's books, a bit similar with our comics. So our target users and readers here is for the little kids. So for the librarians or maybe the end users we have here right now, we can also guide them and let them expand their imagination, their learning through our comics or comics and children's books.
Can I ask how many comics books we have in the platform?
I have to check that on the specific number, but there are a lot of comics in the platform.
Okay. I also want to say a few words about comics and children books. Okay. The comics basically is not just comics but by itself, but actually there are actually lots of graphic novels, we call it. Okay, graphic novels where is actually a storybook or a fiction book that is presented by pictures, right? So that actually is quite is very good for to let the reader have a a wider imaginations, okay, or creation, okay, in this case, to help out people to to have more more feelings, more feelings when they look at the comics, okay, because comics is like images, right? It's like images that is not digest just by wording, but also by pictures. Yeah. So comics books, yeah, we have educational comics, graphic novel, as I mentioned, right? And we also have some manga, yeah, manga which is from Japan, yeah, right, from manga from Japan, yeah. So these are some of the very interesting titles that you guys can have a look, yeah. In terms of the children book, why we want to emphasize this time, right, and then we have put into the very front of the carousel to let everybody to have a look, is because of the COVID-19, I think many students, okay, many students has because of study from home, they already have a kind of habit, right, to read things from the internet, from the online, no. So why not get very good use of this time, right, to also introduce more reading materials for them, right, so that they can come to the using the tablet, okay, not just to play games, right, because always when when the kids is making noise, then the parents are always just, okay, here's your iPad and whatever, that you just play games. But you can now tell them that here you see there are a lot of books you can read, right? Why don't you guys read some books and then tell me back the story, what have you written? Yeah, so this kind of all this kind of this kind of a good habit, yeah. So that's why we want to, I think in our platform we have more than 10,000, I mean probably 6,000 of books which is related with children, okay, and that we can let everybody to to let your children to have a look. Okay, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Peter. Okay, so the following carousels are about creativity. So we also have this creative titles. Okay, so again, this carousels that we are making, like the next few carousels in the bottom, these are a few of the titles that you can access. I would say that like a preview of the titles that you can access within the platform. So the other one is we have the travel. So if you want to learn something about the new, speaking another language, or maybe some of the things interest with other countries, you can also use the travel. And then self-help and personal growth. Okay, it's more on the personal development part. If you want to learn something new about yourself, or maybe to grow yourself, you can use this resources, business and economics, communication skills. We have also motivational, inspirational, decision making, and mindfulness and meditation. So again, I would really suggest everyone to search more and yeah, spend more time with the platform and use for specific resources that we want to. So let's move on to the search. Okay. So for the search, we have okay, so here we have an idea of how many ebooks, audiobooks, courses, or maybe magazines we can access, video and newspapers. And then we have the option to browse the full catalog. Okay, at the bottom option. So there's a browse the full catalog here. So again, we have like 19,769. So we continually adding these titles until we meet the 20,000 K titles. And then we can also browse the learning experience. So again, this one is for the learning experience or the book club. Okay. And then we can search by publisher. Okay, if we're specific, if we are looking at a specific publisher, and then by author, like this. Okay, so everything is in here. You just need to select which format or which option do you want to search in. So could be publication year, could be topic, could be language or theme. So you can use these options or filters rather. So additionally, you can just need to enter specific topic. For example, this one. This is my keyword, and then I just need to click the search. And then it will provide me this number of resources, like 3,300 related results on my keyword. Okay, so for example, we'll be picking this one. This is actually included into our personal development book club room. Okay, so if you want to borrow it, just click the borrow button here. There's a borrow button on the right side, and then the up in the menu, we have this one. If you want to share this to other of your colleagues or maybe on your friends, you can share this title. You can also hit this heart icon. Okay, it will be added to your list. Okay, and then this one is for the list. Okay, so for example, personal development. It is very helpful for us to be reminded of this title. For example, we want to read it in the future. And then click save. Okay, so we've created this this list. And then we can access it in the future. So we can add more titles, as many as we want, in this specific list that we are creating. So next, so let's click the barrow. So using the mobile application, it will automatically download it to our device. Okay, it will go into our bookshelf. This is where our downloads or maybe our checkouts will be going, on the bookshelf area. Okay, so while waiting for that, okay, it's done. So we can just click this. Okay. So this is the book that we, okay. Okay, so we can make use of these resources, but then my device is not allowing the reading because of the auto recording on my screen. So what you just need to do is to open. So this means the icon on the most right is it means that it's already downloaded, and it would tell here as well how many days, or yeah, when it will expire. So it's July 11. So again, we have like 21 days of reading a resource. When we check out, we have 21 days allowance to read these resources. So next is my list. Okay, so this is where our favorites are being saved. So earlier we have this heart icon. So we hit this heart icon on the top, so it will be saved on our list. Okay, and then there's here that we created earlier. So it's under the personal development list that we have created. Okay, so next is the more. Okay, for the more, it's more of the information about our account. So first is the holds. So if there's anything that we want to borrow, but then it was being checked out by other user or other reader, and then we place a hold of those titles, it will be appeared on this holds area. Okay, and then content suggestions. So as user, we can add titles or we can suggest titles, but these titles are subject for approval. So let me just quickly show you what this add suggestion. So when you click that button, so for example, you want to request on the admin that he suggests this purchase of this title, just hit that button, and then it will be saved in here. Okay, for our content suggestions. So all of these titles are subject by approval by the admins because it entails cost. Next is the checkout history. So this is just the list of all of the titles that we check out. So you can delete it. There's a trash icon on the right side, and then you can delete it. And if you want to borrow the title, maybe reborrow again, you can click the borrow button in here. Then is statistics. So it would give you an idea how long or what are the progress of your reading. So for example, ebook, and yeah, per content type. So how many titles that you can access, how long that you've been reading it, many more. And then challenges. So if you want to challenge yourself of using the platform, like for example, you can click this one, sample, and then you want to set up like 6 hours a week. And then when it will end, this challenge, so maybe at the end of this month, and then click accept. So once you're final with the information, so you can click save. So it is some sort of personal challenge of the reading habits you want to involve yourself in. And then next is the notifications. So for the notifications, so if there's anything about the titles that we are reading, or maybe message from the administrator or on our platform, you can use the notifications menu. Next is the learning platform. Okay. So the learning platform, this is the link for our next platform that we've discussing earlier. So currently we have this book clubs, okay, or the virtual book club. So we have this first is the personal development, health and wellness, and business and economics. Okay, so what you're currently seeing right now is an admin view. But if you are new with this platform, these are the public topics or public rooms. What you just need to do is to click click the button follow or join, and then you will be enrolled on this virtual book club. Okay. So Peter, would you like to add some information about our learning platform?
Yeah, I think this is a very interesting part, yeah, in Odilo, that if you want to look at some focus, yeah, topic. So we have 3 different topics, yeah, in our book club, right? Everybody can join, yeah, everybody can join. The main purpose, the main difference in the book club is that you can voice yourself, right? If, like, let's say you want to join the forum, you can write something in the forum, okay, or you can you can do some quotes if you after you have read some books, and then you feel like something very interesting that you also want everybody to know, right? You can always put a quote, yeah, inside this book club. Okay. Joining the forum is a very nice thing to do, right? So is a good time to to join a discussion with other people, right? If they are, right? So let's say a very interesting books. For your information, the next session on the 30th of June this month, I'm going to talk about emotional intelligence, and we also will prepare some books in the forum, right? So after that, you can you can read those books, and then you can actually discuss, right, in the forum with us. So this is one of the great features to get interactive, right? To get interactive. Maybe from the forum you may get some friends, okay, you may have some new friends, or somebody that some people that you have the same interest together with you, right? So this is a good place for as a social media, yeah, to treat as a social media to be connected, yeah. Okay,
Hey, Peter. So earlier, yeah, Peter discussed the quotes. So on the first, upon opening our one of the rooms, okay. So we have this personal development as example. So next is the content. So inside of each of the book clubs, we've handpicked the titles for you, so you can read on. Like for example, this one. Let me just go back on the about. So we've included these titles. Okay. So we have this 5 titles that you can read on, and then when you go to the content, all of those titles are in here, and you just need to loan it or borrow the titles included on our virtual book club. So next is the forum. Okay, so it's more of the collaboration with others if you want to share anything. And then the quotes. Okay, so this is one of the sharing as well. If you want to share as well your knowledge, or what are your takeaway with the books that you are reading, you can share, or you can highlight the quotes in the platform, and then you can share it as well to the rest of the members of our virtual book club. Then statistics. Okay, so yeah, this one is on the part of the admin. And then timeline. Okay, so timeline is some sort of what is being already happening with our book club. So someone is highlighted the quote. Okay, so someone's commented. So you can see here the trend or the updates in the rest of the book club. Okay, so let me just go back on the home. So currently we have 3 rooms with 3 different topics at the moment. Okay, so let me just go back. So that is the link. So the C icon on our more menu in the mobile app is the one that links to our learning platform. Okay. Next is the reading reminders. So with our mobile app, we have this reading reminder feature. So when you want to create a reading reminder, for example, you want to set like at the end of the day, you wanted to read at least a chapter or maybe a two. Like for example, this is your sleeping time, and then you can repeat the reminder. For example, read a chapter. And then click save. Then you will be reminded every time or every 9:30, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for your reading reminders of Odilo. Okay, so that is one of the powerful feature that we want to highlight in using the application. Okay, and then next is the recommend app. So if you want to share this app with your colleagues, to your friends, or to your to anyone that also have the apps with our Odilo platform, you can do it. And then there's also settings here. Okay, so bookshelf, like the download things. Okay, you can also check on that, the holds. If you want to automatically fill all the holds once once that those titles is available for checkout, you can enable it. Then screen, okay. So you just need, if you want to set some of the few things on the reading, you can use the screen feature, or if you want to use high contrast theme, for example, you want to have like a reading option with the vision difficulties, you can enable it as well. Recommendations, if you want to receive an updates or maybe title suggestions from the platform based on your reading habit, you can use the show recommendations or recommendations feature or option. And then account, if you want to edit some pure information about the about yourself, about your account, you can do it. Okay. And then help. So this help is like a quick guide, how to use, how to locate, how to borrow resource. So you can also find it here in our help feature. And the last is information. This is just about the mobile application and the privacy policy that we have included in installing this application. Okay, so that's about it. It's a bit the platform is very easy to use. I would really suggest everyone to please download the application. Okay, so for those who doesn't have yet the account, go to login or go to the platform pnm.odilo.us. I'll be typing on our platform and start creating your account. Okay, and to activate it on your mobile device, you have to have your